Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a dating tips video. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 10 episodes or 10 videos of the dating tips. So if you would like to see or hear some of my dating tips that I have just figured out over the years, or that I've kind of like thought about and processed, then keep on watching. So I'm just going to jump right into the video. I don't want to make this a long, drawn out video where you're just like, oh, you bored. So the first dating tip that I have for everyone I know is going to be kind of like, ooh, know your sexual boundaries. Now, when I say that, y'all are going to be like, don't be a one-night stand, but it's deeper than that. And to Christians and people who are believers of God, and you are spiritual and you're believers in Christ, obviously in the Bible it says you should not have sex before marriage, but this is just like a wide range of people. I think knowing your sexual boundaries in a relationship is very, very key, because you never want to come off like an HO3. You never want to go too far and it just messes everything up. Knowing your sexual boundaries, meaning have a relationship with that person before you go into having sex and doing all this other sexual situations. And knowing sexual boundaries does not just mean sex. It can mean a lot of other physical activities, but in a sexual kind of way. So kissing on the neck, kickies, and all the other stuff. I think know your sexual boundaries. Don't go too soon. Don't jump right in and start holding hands and what is it called? PDA. I think PDA and sexual boundaries are kind of like the same thing. Know your boundaries. Don't hold hands right away. Don't kiss on the first date. Be wise about the whole sexual boundaries, PDA type of situation, because for a lot of women that can turn a lot of women off. Like that can be like, hold up, hold up, that's too much. So I feel like knowing your sexual boundaries, knowing what to do and what not to do, and don't hold hands too soon, don't put your arm around me too soon, don't, just know. And that's for women and men, because it's not just women, or it's not just men who try to hold hands first, it's women too. So know your sexual boundaries, know how far you're gonna go with something, know how soon you're gonna go with something, and be mindful, because the sexual physical activity of a dating relationship or a new relationship in general is very touchy. And it's very like, oh girl, he tried to kiss me on the first date. Like that's gonna turn a woman off super fast. So just know your sexual boundaries, know what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. And I think that also ties into my second topic, which is know your standards when it comes to dating or when it comes to a relationship. Know your standards, know what you are not gonna do. If you are someone who says, I'm not gonna have sex till marriage, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna do this, and this. If you are firm with what you're saying, stand by that. Don't be like, I like him, and well, if I don't have sex with him, he's not gonna be my boyfriend. You have to know your standards, your boundaries. I'm not gonna go too deep into my relationship, but I had a standard that was set in myself, that I said I wasn't gonna do certain things before marriage. And I feel like with dating or being in a new relationship, you have to have those standards set. If you have a standard that's saying, hey, I'm not going to be physical with you for the first 2 months of our relationship, then maybe we're gonna do a little kiss, we're gonna do a little hug. Know your standards. Know what you're not going to settle for. Know what you're not going to go for. I'm not going in my friend group, we're like, I'm not going for that. Like I'm not going to stand for certain situations and certain personalities and certain actions in dating. Know your standards, know what you're not going to go for, know what you are going to go for, and run with it. Don't change your standards, or don't settle for anybody else, because as soon as you settle, you're going to lose out on a lot, because you're not pleasing and being good to yourself. You're not making yourself happy with settling with somebody just because they have money or they got a little something going on under their hands. Nothing is that big, okay? So know your standards. Know what you are not gonna go for. Know it. The second thing or the third thing that I wanted to kind of cover in dating is do not lie. Do not lie to that person. If you are on the first date or the second date, be truthful, because if you lie on the first date or the second date about something, and if you forget that something, and you'll be like, no, I don't, what you talking about? Lying is a serious issue for a lot of people, And if you start lying now, you don't know how it takes more to lie, or it takes more effort to lie than to tell the truth. So if he asks you like, yeah, do you have your own apartment? Don't say yeah if you don't have your own apartment. Don't lie. That's not a good way to start off any relationship, by lying. Don't lie. Do not lie to that person. Be truthful, be honest, but you have to be wise. So let's just say the person asks you like, okay, well, where do you see yourself in 6 years? Don't be like, oh, well, I'm going to Florida next year. I'm moving to Florida. Don't say, well, I'm not moving to Florida, because you probably are. Just say you'll have some trips coming up. You have to be wise when you talk and when you're dating, because you never want to be too like, well, I got this, and I'm gonna be gone for this many days. Because like I said in the previous video, if you're gonna be gone, what's the point of spending my time and wasting my time on trying to get you? You're gonna be gone the next month. So don't lie. Don't make up a story. Don't try to make yourself seem so much extravagant than who you are and what you are. It's not that serious. Be yourself, because the person that they're gonna fall in love with is that's gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? So don't lie ever. Don't ever lie when it comes to dating, because you're gonna have to hold that story up for a very long time, and it's just not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be easy to hold up a lie for the rest of your life. It's not. So sorry for my nails, but please don't lie. Please don't lie to that person and tell them that you got a Bentley and a Mercedes and you live in a condo downtown Chicago and you make this amount of money, because they're gonna want something from you. They're gonna expect you to just give them what you said you have. So don't lie. Please don't lie. And I think that just kind of goes into be yourself. Don't try to pretend to be somebody that you're not. Don't try to put on all of this makeup. Don't try to just cover yourselves, because at night that makeup comes off. All of the makeup and the perfume, or if you put on lotion and perfume at night when you get out of the shower, it's different. But all of that makeup, all of that lashes and weave and all of that stuff comes off at night. And he has to look at you in your face and look at the real you. He has to look at you. You know what I'm saying? So be yourself. If you're goofy, if you think certain things are funny, if you're a nerd, if you like to read books, be honest and be yourselves. But don't do too much in the beginning when you're first, like the first few dates. Don't be like, I like to read Harry Potter. I like to... Don't be like, I like to watch Harry Potter movies, and because that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Harry Potter movies and books and stuff, but don't be like, well, I like to just look at the sky and just watch the stars and just like, and he'll be like, what? Like, girl. So be yourself, but don't be too pushy, if that makes any sense. I feel like my lap. Whoa. I feel like my lash was just coming off there. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta. Ooh. Okay. So be yourselves. I think that's something telling me like I need to take this lash off, because this is not myself. This is not how I look naturally. But yeah, and I think the last thing that I'm going to say is the last, I think, topic or tip or whatever. Don't bring up exes. Do not bring up the ex-girlfriend and the ex-boyfriend. Do not bring that mess up. don't mention it, because what's the point of bringing an old relationship into a possibly new relationship? Don't bring up past situations. Don't even bring it up to start a conversation, because it's just weird and nobody wants to talk about the ex person that was here before. They're an ex for a reason. So don't bring up exes. Don't bring that mess up. Don't talk to me about your ex-girlfriend. Don't talk to me about if I'm the girl. Or I'm the boy, don't talk to me about your ex-boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, or girlfriend, vice versa. Don't bring exes up. That is not a good conversation to ever have. I feel like if it's down the line and a couple months in and y'all like, well, tell me your worst ex you had, that kind of situation. But I don't think it's appropriate to bring up the ex-boyfriend or girlfriend in the first date. It's just wrong, and I just don't like it. So yeah, I have a couple more tips and stuff on that sheet of paper over there, but I'm going to leave that for the next video. So if you would like to see or listen or hear the next few tips that I have on my next few different videos, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little bell, the notification bell, to be notified every time I record a video. And in God's will, I will hopefully be back for another video. Thank you guys for watching.